Welcome everyone. This is the 7th chair yoga class taught by me, Stephanie, and sponsored by Tyrrell County Public Library. I'm so glad you're here today. Our theme is going to be a continuation of last time's theme, which is combating osteoarthritis. So here's just some basic information. Generally, when you are active, when you move your body, your joints become less painful. Exercise strengthens the muscles that support the joints and helps the joints to stay lubricated, which prevents the muscles and the tendons from stiffening. So the more active you are, the more lubricated your joints. So it makes sense to say that your arthritis would be lessened by movement. It may not always be true, but for the most part, the more active we are, the less opportunities for arthritis arise in our bodies. According to everydayhealth.com, there are 3 types of exercises that are beneficial to people who are suffering from osteoarthritis. The first type of exercise is full range of motion exercises. Any kind of exercise where you're moving your body to its full range, okay? Whether it's your arms, your legs, your back, right? Your neck, any of your major limbs, major body parts, okay? When they can be moved to their full range, you are combating arthritis in those joints. Okay, the second type of exercise is strengthening exercise. Exercises that help to strengthen your body, whether that involves lifting weights or resistance training, where you're just pressing against a wall or the floor, doing a plank pose, or going like this and pressing your hands together and using your own body as a resistance board, which can build up strength in your arms and your hands. The third type of exercise that's really good to combat osteoarthritis is aerobic exercise. That involves going on a walk or a hike, riding a bicycle, kayaking, if you're into kayaking at all, swimming. Swimming is a very good one. It's good for your whole entire body. You move your body in so many different ways when you swim. It's wonderful as a way of preventing or combating arthritis in the body. In this class today, we will focus on flexibility and strengthening poses. The plan is next week we're going to use some small hand weights in this class. So if you have some at home, some 1 or 2 pound weights, small hand weights, that would be great if you could bring them to our class and use them, if you're able to, for next class, okay? Class number 8. All right. And in our last class, I introduced chair exercises to assist with osteoarthritis symptoms that dealt with your upper body, our neck. We had neck exercises and arm exercises and wrist exercises. Well, today we're going to focus on the lower body. So we'll have exercises for the legs, the knees, and the ankles and feet. So if you're able to, please take your shoes off. Of course, dress comfortably for this class. You don't have to wear yoga clothes. Just nice, comfortable, loose clothing that's breathable. Place your chair, make sure it's situated in an uncluttered space where you're not gonna swing your arms into anybody or anything and kick out your legs into something in front of you. Okay. Make sure your chair does not move under your feet, of course. If you're in a wheelchair, please put the brakes on. And then if you need to get permission, ask your doctor for permission to participate in this yoga class. All right. Let's get started. Let's sit nice and straight and tall in the center of your seat with your hands forward, okay, on the edge of your chair. And we're going to do 3 inhales and exhales, just 3 long breaths, okay? Just to focus our mind now and calm our energies down a bit and to get us ready for our yoga practice. Okay, let's begin. Try to have that exhale be an even longer breath. Second breath. Feel all the air leave your stomach, your gut. Get rid of all those toxins, okay? 1 more. Okay, you should be feeling a bit calmer now, and we're ready to begin. Our first exercise today is knee swings. We're going to work our right leg first, and we're going to clasp our hands under our right knee. We're going to extend our leg forward, and then bring it back to the chair with your knee bent. Okay, extend and back. So we're going to inhale on the extend, and exhale on the reverse, okay? And we're going to do these 10 times, 10 times to the right leg, and then 10 times to the left. We're gonna keep a nice balance going. Okay, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, keep your back nice and straight. 'Keep going. If you need to stop, you can, of course. Take a rest, and then you can join me. And this is our last one, okay? And now we're going to switch and clasp our hands under our left knee. And we're going to extend on the inhale and exhale on the reverse action. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and keep sitting nice and straight in your seat. Try not to lean too much to one side or the other. 4, 5, keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good. Let's take a nice inhale. Our next exercise is knee circles. We're going to lift our right knee, and we're going to go in small circles. We're going to go 10 circles to the right, and then 10 to the left. Okay, or we could say 10 circles clockwise, and then 10 circles counterclockwise. Okay, let's begin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And keep your knee up in the air, and hold your back nice and straight as you go counterclockwise. Okay, now let's lower. You can feel this exercise in your hip as well as in your knee and your leg muscles. Your quads are getting built up too. So this is a bit of a strengthening exercise too. So now let's lift our left knee, and we'll do 10 circles clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Counterclockwise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. And then gently put your knee down. Up. And then gently put your leg down. Our next exercise is knee circles. We're going to lift our right knee, and we're going to go in small circles. We've got 10 circles to the right and then 10 to the left. Okay, or we could say 10 circles clockwise and then 10 circles counterclockwise. Okay, let's begin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And keep your knee up in the air and hold your back nice and straight as you go counterclockwise. Okay, now let's lower. You can feel this exercise in your hip as well as in your knee and your leg muscles. Your quads are getting built up too. So this is a bit of a strengthening exercise too. So now let's lift our left knee and we'll do 10 circles clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Counterclockwise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. And then gently put your knee down. Up. And then gently put your leg down. Okay. This exercise now is called knee raises. Very simply, we're going to grab onto the edge of our seats and we're going to just lift our knee and then lower our knee, just so. And it does work your quads very, very well and your back. So you do need a good grasp of your seat in order to not topple over to either side, okay? So sit straight in the center. And again, I'm sort of towards the front of my seat so I can lift my legs freely. Okay, so we're going to work the range of motion of our knees. Let's begin. 1, we're going to do this 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Our next exercise are heel raises. And again, I recommend that you have no shoes on, that you're barefoot. And if you need to have socks on, that's okay. Just make sure your feet aren't going to slip out from under you. Of course, we want you to be stable and feel safe while you're doing these exercises. Okay, so heel raises just involves lifting your heel up off the floor and gently lowering it. Okay, they're very simple. And we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do 15. Okay. So we'll do this 15 times. I'm going to alternate and do my right foot and then my left. And I'm just going to count 15 times. Okay, cut. Our next exercise is called heel raises. And we're going to lift our right heel 15 times and lower it 15 times. And then we'll do the same to our left foot. Okay? And this is good for your range of motion of your foot and both feet, actually. And it also works your calf muscles. You can feel that in the back of your legs as well. Okay, so let's sit up nice and straight and tall in our seats. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop if you have any pain though. I don't want you to have any pain doing this. And 15. Okay, now our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right, let's take a nice long inhale. I'm gonna raise my arms up. You don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead. And then exhale. Feels good to open your chest like that. And then let's do one more. Nice long inhale. And you can look up if you want to stretch your neck a bit. And then a longer exhale. Okay, now we're going to do toe raises, which is the opposite of heel raises. So we're going to just lift our toes at an exaggerated amount of lift. Let's see, cut. Okay, now we're going to move on to toe raises. We are going to do these 15 times on each leg. And we're just going to lift our toes off the floor and keep our heels firmly on the floor the entire exercise, okay? And this really works your shins and your calves and your ankles. And it helps your range of motion in your ankles as well. Okay, so let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. Okay, now our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're doing great. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Next exercises is toe squeezes and toe spreads, okay? And we've done this before with our heels on the floor. This is an alternative to that exercise. We're gonna lift our leg and practice squeezing and spreading. Now, if you lift your leg straight in front of you and you're experiencing pain, or if it's hard to keep your leg up like that, then you can keep your heel on the floor and your foot on the floor, and you can do it this way, okay? So I'm gonna extend my leg out and concentrate on holding it up. So this is building strength in my leg right now. And we are going to squeeze our toes, which is not easy to do, I know, and then spread them. Spread them as if your toes aren't going to touch any other toe, which I really can't do, but some people can. And just make that be your goal. Try to spread your toes so they're as far apart as possible. Okay? We're going to do this exercise 15 times. Okay? So let's begin. Just breathe normally. Squeeze, spread, squeeze, spread, squeeze, spread, squeeze, and spread. And I can feel this in my calves, in my ankles, my shins, in my quads. This is a really good one. And in my feet. I've lost count, so I'm going to say this is about 15 now. I'm going to gently lower my leg, and then I'll extend and raise my left leg, and we'll do the same thing. Let's begin. Squeeze, spread, 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 squeeze. It's not easy, I know. Squeeze, spread. I'm going to do 2 more and say that's 15. Okay, great. Lower your leg. Very good, very good. Let's take a nice long inhale and then a longer exhale. Okay, this is called single point and flex, which is very similar to what we were doing, but we were focusing on the toes with our last exercise, our last pose. This time we're going to focus on the foot, okay? And again, it's getting your ankle moving and your feet moving one at a time, your foot cut. Okay, this exercise is called single, okay. This exercise is called single leg point and flex. So we're going to lift our right leg, and we're going to point our toes, and then we're going to flex them. Point, flex, point, flex. Okay, so again, kind of the same muscles are being used here and worked. The shins, the calves, the ankles, the feet, the foot muscles, toe muscles, and then again your quads, which are holding up your leg, and then your back, your spine, which is keeping you nice and straight and tall. So we're going to do this exercise 15 times, and then we'll gently lower our right leg and we'll lift our left leg and do the same. We're going to keep our bodies in balance. One side has to be balanced with the other to have a healthy, happy body, okay, and mind. All right, so let's begin. Lift, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. I'm sitting up straight, looking straight ahead. My toes are pointing straight when I point them. And I'm holding onto my seat, the bottom of my seat, for stability and support. And I'm going to say this might be 15 here. And I'll gently lower my leg. And now I will raise my left leg. And we'll do the same thing. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. And we'll just keep going 15 times. And I can feel my muscles being worked. This is good. Especially after our other exercises that we've done previous to this one. So we know we're getting a good workout in here. And, yeah. Okay. All right, so our last lower body exercise is called the single leg circle exercise. And it goes like this. It's very similar to what we were just doing, but instead of flexing and pointing, we're going to make little circles, getting the full range of motion going in our ankles. Okay, we're going to do 10 clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise, and then we'll switch legs and do the same. Okay? All right, so let's sit in the center of our seats and grasp onto something solid on your seat, like the underside of your chair, the sides of your chair. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing circles, clockwise, 9 and 10, and now counterclockwise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then if we wanted to, we can enlarge the circles, which if you would like to do this 10 times, this is a great exercise as well, to get even more range of motion in your hips and in your legs. Okay, so let's try that with the left leg. Let's do 10 small, counter or clockwise, and then counterclockwise, and then let's do 10 large. Okay, clockwise and then counterclockwise. All right, let's begin. 1, 2, just breathe normally now. 4, 5, 6. These are our small circles. 9, 10. Now counterclockwise, small. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can feel it in my leg, both legs. Now we're going to do larger circles. If you can. If you want to stop, you can stop now. But if you can, continue to do 10 larger circles in both directions. Okay. 9 and 10. Woo, that's a good workout. Lower gently to the floor. I think I did that too fast. Okay, let's take a nice inhale. And if you want to raise your arms, feel free to. And then a longer, slower exhale. So that's basically all of our lower body workout that we were going to do for today's class. We have 2 more poses or asanas to do. The first one is the everything up pose, and we'll do that 5 times. And then we'll do our deep relaxation pose where we just relax and absorb all the benefits of this practice. And then we're done. Okay, so for our everything up pose, you want to sit nice and straight, back straight in the center of your seat. And you're going to lift everything up on the inhale and lower your limbs down on the exhale, nice and slowly to the floor. And when you go up, if you want to look up at the ceiling and stretch the back of your neck, that would be great too. So we'll do that 4 times, and then on our 5th, our last time, we're going to hold it up there for, let's say, 2 extra breaths, and then we'll lower down. Okay? All right, let's begin. That's 1. And stretch out your fingers. That's 2. And your toes when your legs are up in the air. As much as you can. That's 3. That's 4. And our last one, hold it, inhale, hold it. Hold it. And now gently lower down to the floor. Very good. So now we have our deep relaxation pose. And that's when I use my chime over here. I will chime us into this pose, and then I'll chime us out of this pose. And this means that now you just relax and you just get comfortable in your seat. You just lean back, put your hands on your lap, and you're going to want to clear your mind of any thoughts you have right now, any concerns, worries, or anything at all. Just clear your mind, close your eyes, and just let everything relax. Okay? We're going to hold this position for a full minute. And then again, when you hear me chime us back, you'll just you'll open your eyes slowly and you'll sit up. And you'll come back to consciousness, okay? All right, let's begin. Very good. You did a great job today. Thank you for being here. And pay attention to how your body is feeling right now. Be aware of those good feelings you have right now, and be conscious of taking those with you throughout your day. And remember that you can do this practice at home anytime. And if you want to add to it or subtract from it, or just make up your own completely, you are welcome to do that as well. Great. And so please remember that next week's class, I'm going to have some small hand weights. And if you would like to incorporate those into the practice as well, that would be very helpful, if you're able to. Okay, so now I would like to say Namaste, which means the light in me honors the light in you. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.